Hi guys, this is Itzy'S Chocolate here, and today I'll be breaking down why are Itzy getting so much hate lately, who is to blame for that, and do they really deserve the title flops. Before we continue though, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see K-pop reactions and more commentary videos like this one. And now, let's go! How does JYPE manage his groups? The entertainment split the groups under 5 divisions. Division 1 manages 2PM, Stray Kids and Itzy', Division 3 Twice and JYPE himself, Division 4 NMIX, and Studio J Day 6 Exynar Heroes and Bernard Park. That leaves Itzy under the control of the 21 staff members from the worst JYPE division of them all, Division 2. Who did they manage before Itzy, you may ask? Our dear old GOT7. As you may know, Korean and international fans of GOT7 have been raging for years because of the mistreatment the group received from the company. For example, some so-called fans were stalking the members, invading their privacy and sending malicious comments. When JYP's team reached out and said they would take legal action to stop those, fans weren't surprised at all when the management did nothing. This pretty much reflects Itzy's situation. Unsurprisingly, the fans of GOT7 sent protest trucks in order to make JYPE realize how the group has been treated by Division 2, or more so, hasn't been treated. Like Itzy's situation, most of the promotions on social media are done not by the staff members, but by the fans themselves. And when this division failed GOT7, what was the best decision JYPE has ever come up with? He put his newest at the time girl group, Itzy, under the same unprotective, uncaring and uncreative division. Which is why Itzy are where they are now. 4 years into their career, the girls have gotten zero opportunities to take big parts in the process of making their albums, only a few solo or unit activities, no solo Instagram accounts, zero creative content like the other JYP groups have, pretty much no social media or solo promotions, and so on and so on. Some of the very few solo stuff the girls did were the Mix and Max and Artist of the Month performances of 3 of the members, Lia's OSTs and the recent solo photoshoots, but the company stayed silent as always and didn't promote the girls well, and sometimes didn't even let them breathe and have fun during those. Let's also take a look at their upcoming comeback. Division 2 posted the trailer on Twitter and YouTube only. No post on their Instagram feed, but just their stories. Also, the only way to reach the trailer in the first crucial 24 hours on YouTube was to search for the JYPE channel and find it there. There's also been major silence from their international label Republic Records, which the group joined in 2022. But the mismanagement didn't start this year or last. We already knew something was wrong since the girls themselves confessed in an interview that they wanted to leave the agency together since JYP was constantly delaying their debut. Throughout their career, the mistreatment continued. So, let's break down exactly how JYP wasted their potential. Most JYP groups have creative content where the members can display their charms and talents. For example, Stray Kids have SKZ Player, Twice have Melody, even the newest group NMIX has one, Mixtape. Does Itzy have one though? Content where just like the other groups they can do projects like solo covers or showcase their own composed or produced songs? Nope. All they have is Itzy', where they share weekly behind-the-scenes videos, not even behind the scenes of the creative side of things, or preparing for performances, but backstage footage. Stats show that Itzy' alongside with Its Tourbook, Itzy and Buddy Date are doing very bad. A lot of the videos barely reach 100k views. Let's not forget to mention how sometimes they're even uploaded without English subtitles, and mid-seas have to wait for hours or days for them to be available, which is bad for engagement of course. If Division 2 reduced those backstage episodes to maybe monthly content and added the creative content that the other JYP groups are putting out, it can very much benefit Itzy. If Itzy doesn't have those, do they at least have dance practices behinds or rehearsals or recording behinds? I mean, since they're such a performance and detail-focused group with killer choreographies, it's logical for them to have such, right? Unlike the other JYP groups or even groups in other big companies, Itzy has nothing like this. I know there really is something similar for Checkmate, and I've also seen different programs show some parts of the preparations here and there are even some Itzy episodes that feature training for a comeback. But let's be honest, Seeing how those videos aren't attracting a lot of people, what are the chances for some non-fans to learn about how Itzy practices? I mean, a separate video is one way for better and more engaging comeback promotion, right? So for 4 years, Division 2 hasn't realized that they are doing something wrong and should add different weekly or monthly content and maybe reduce those Itzy videos that aren't getting much hype about. The content that has gained more attention recently is the birthday covers that the girls are doing. And surprise surprise, this wasn't even a Division 2 idea, but it was Ryujin's. Turns out, Ryujin manages the team better than the management. What does this lead us to? That Division 2 are far too uncreative and wasting Itzy's potential. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the other divisions are perfect or that the way JYPE acts towards the other groups is a walk in the park. But there's clearly a difference in the way Itzy are treated. Small but important things are the fact that the girls didn't have the traditional JYPE dinner, or the fact that JYPE wasn't following Itzy's Instagram account for a long time and followed them just when NMIX debuted last year. Aside from that, it's evident from miles away how Itzy's team is struggling to come up with ideas for content and doesn't even realize where it should be aiming at. Just imagine such a performance-focused group releasing videos like practices behinds or even choreo breakdowns and such. Also imagine what these multi-talented girls could do if they were given the opportunities to write on their albums or help with composing and producing. Oh wait, some of the girls have helped with the lyrics here and there, but surprise surprise, none of them have been ever credited for it. It also turns out they want to take part in creating their own works, but are just not given the opportunities or their ideas are being declined.
이제 연습생 때 같은 경우는 제가 하고 싶은 춤 뭐 배우면서 제 느낌도 살리고 안무도 짜고 이런 식으로 해봤는데 사실 데뷔를 하고 그럴 시간이 많이 없어지면서 저의 춤을 사실은 조금은 잃어가는 느낌을 받더라고요.
Besides this, there's another major problem with the division that is slowing down Itzy. The uncreativity and confusion of Division 2. From the album spoilers to their misunderstanding of what a concept is. For years, Itzy has been hated on for this and that. Some fans and people don't like a certain title track, or they judge the girls singing, rapping and dancing, as if they can do a better job on those. But that's unfortunately normal. There will always be haters and people who throw harsh comments. But the real hate which resulted in Itzy being handed the title Flops started in 2022 with their most hated comeback, Checkmate. Division 2 released 2 concept films that gave all the badass and queen energy that hyped people so much. Everyone seemed extremely excited about this new and mature Itzy. But when hearing the snippets of the title track Sneakers, they got confused. The bubbly and cute sound of the song threw people off to the point where even fans thought it was all a joke and Itzy were just playing with them. Well, nothing like that happened and people were disappointed when the album and MV dropped. The title is miles away different from the other songs. The B-sides are claimed by the majority to fit the concept better than the title track. That's when I noticed that Division 2 doesn't know the meaning of a concept. Later the same year, Division 2 dropped very similar concept films for their mini-album titled Cheshire. And thinking of a Cheshire cat, this pink smiley and not caring about anything animal, I couldn't see it in the photos or the B-sides. This time, only the title track matched the concept. This was also the time I noticed Division 2's design team's uncreativity and lack of skills. The only imagery matching the concept in the album was the stickers. Nothing else reminded me of the Cheshire Cat in the album except those hand-drawn by the members' stickers. There's so many missed opportunities. Speaking of missed opportunities, they could have done something like a chessboard sort of packaging or something for Checkmate. I'm continuing to see the lack of good graphic designers now with this comeback as well, cue my doubt. The album packaging and inclusion seem okay, but just look at the scheduler. It's so messy, I can hardly understand what should be clear at first glance. Such an inharmonious vibe between the concept, the looks and the sound is one major reason why the group received an impeccable amount of hate. We've seen how excited the girls were to release Sneakers, and the fact that not even some fans appreciated it and their hard work saddens me, as it probably discouraged the girls as well.
Is it exciting for you to express, something mysterious and darker and, because usually you're very bright?
Yeah, we're very excited to for our next album because our previous one was actually Sneakers, which was very bright. So I think this is a good kind of time for a switch. So we're very excited.
At the same time, very little worry about people.
How do the people
How they react.
Yeah.
본인 스스로도 내 기량이나 이런 부분들을 팀이랑 어우러지기 위해서 노력을 정말 많이 하신 것 같거든요. 재능이 너무 많은 사람이고 스스로 의심할 필요가 없는데 본인이 자꾸 자신감이 이렇게 떨어지는 게 너무 많이 눈에 보이거든요. 활동하고 뭐 하는 것도 중요는 하겠지만 내가 내 중심이 없으면 이거를 유지를 할 수가 없는 거잖아요. 확실히 능력 있는 사람이고 바른 사람이고 어진자손이고 그렇게 얘기가 나오니까 잘하려고 부담감 가질 것도 없고 스스로에 대한 확신을 조금 많이 가지고 갔으면 좋겠어요.
This hate continues even now. Yeji has subtly called out someone in Bubble who has been sending hateful comments to her for days. It makes me sad because it is clearly not their fault. They're giving a song and just record their vocals on it. They're not the ones selecting the songs for their albums, nor the ones who should come up with ideas for content. There are 21 people working in that division, and it seems like no one is doing anything to help Itzy. Yeji has tried to subtly share her concerns about the group's future with JYPE, and all he did was dismiss that and start talking about the girls being soloists.
요즘에는 확실히 좀 다른 고민? 좀 비슷하지만 다른 고민들이 좀 많이 생기는 것 같아요. 왜냐면 시대에 따라서 너무 저희 노래가 그러니까 좋으면 올라가고 그거 잠깐 안 좋았다가 다시 내려가고 약간 이게 너무 되게 빠르게 이렇게 되는 것 같아서 어떤 특색을 가지고 어떤 걸 다 살려서 이거를 계속 유지해 나갈지도 되게 고민이 많이 되는 것 같아요.
지금 아이들 중에 핸드마이크 들고 노래하면서 춤출 사람이 누구냐 이거야. 걔가 살아남은 거야. 생라이브로 부르면서 춤출 수 있는 사람, 걔는 살아남아. 그러니까 모든 그룹이 모든 멤버가 다 솔로를 할 수 있는 미래가 있다 이렇게 말하기는 어렵거든. 너희는 진짜 다 있으니까 정말 더 계획을 다 세웠으면 좋겠어.
Even fans protested by mailing the company spreading the JYP Treat Itzy Better hashtag and sending protest trucks begging the company to finally do something right. But with pretty much no promotion and mistreatment from the division and JYP, are Itzy really the flops that they've been claimed to be? I would argue not. Even though their recent title tracks didn't do as well as the previous ones, they still charted okay, and the MVs did great on YouTube. Itzy has been on a world tour for quite some time, and a lot of the fans who went said that those have been the loudest crowds they've ever been to. Mitty are filling not only arenas, but are crowding even in front of the bench store Itzy went to. Multiple members or the group itself is constantly trending on Twitter and Weibo. They might not be the most talked about 4th-gen girl group right now, since so many groups have debuted recently, and you know how rookies attract a lot of attention at first. But all of those mentioned above reasons and many more are a piece of clear evidence that Itzy are nowhere near flops and are still going strong even under such a mistreating management. The only thing left to say is that fans should appreciate their effort and hard work for their new comeback Kill My Doubt. Thank you for watching, love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!